Well, hello, this is Stewie. We're having a sexy party with Manny Moonraker on the Tempest Universe. Cheers!
China!
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
It's China to me, China.
Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside.
China!
This is the Tempest Universe, man. Hold on to your ass. You're in for a hell of a ride.
I'm about to have a BF in this episode. Besides the fact that this episode is a day late, I dropped whiskey on my mouse. How disgusting is that? What a waste of God's number one elixir for aliens and UFOs. I mean, if it's not whiskey, what the hell is it? It could be vodka. I'm a fan of vodka as well. What's up to Game Vet, who is in the live chat already? By the way, if you guys don't even know, if you don't understand, this Saturday, I'm about 80% sure that we're going to have an Asgardian get-together on YouTube, and we're going to talk about Game Vet's findings. Now, Game Vet might not know this, but I do promote his channel quite a bit, and thanks to Marty Angler from Beardo's Warehouse. Sorry, Marty. I just messed that up. Beardo's Roadhouse, who runs the Tempest Universe Minute every week, which is is a short 2-3 minute update of what's happening on UFOs that goes out to Beardo's Roadhouse, which Marty plays all kind of music out in the Chicago, Illinois area, and also Angling Waters, which has to do with fishing, which Big O was a guest on. Believe it or not, I haven't been a guest on because I suck at fishing. But Game Vet, his information, his website, I sent it to Marty because a lot of the stuff that Marty was talking about recently with me in conversation, Game Vet already had recorded. He already captured some of the crazy anomalies on his YouTube channel. So we're going to go on there because I know he's posted a lot of new things on there. So I'm going to go check that out. The Asgardians and I, hopefully they show up. I want to say the last time they didn't. And maybe if my memory serves me correct, most of the Asgardians did not show up, for fuck's sake. But we'll find out. We'll see what happens. Saturday. I don't have a time. Follow me on social media to get the time. More than likely, it's going to be about 10, 11 p.m. Central Standard Time because that's when I get free time to do as I please. And that's usually, the witching hour. Maybe we'll stay on till 3 p.m. and somebody get an Ouija board together. We're going to bring up the dead because we can. I'm just saying. Why not? So the podcast was supposed to happen yesterday, but, as we hear in many stories, when it comes to this phenomena known as ufology, life gets the better of you and you just don't show up for the game. And that's what happened yesterday. But I made a commitment to be here today because, it's only one day a week. I got to show up. You got to make it to the stories that are prevailing in news right now regarding UFOs, aliens, and who probed me. Not me. It was you. That's what we're going to talk about. We actually got 6 instead of 4. Some of them are short. That's why we have 6 because, listen, a lot of times people don't listen to this podcast, because ufology right now is a bag of electric dicks. They use batteries, but they gave you the fake penises without the batteries, and you're looking for more. So you're hopping from one fake-ass podcast to the next trying to find out who's got the fucking batteries for your fake penises, your vibrators, if you will. I'm just saying that's what's happening right now. I've listened to a lot of new podcasts on the topic, and I'm like, it's painful. It's painful because they didn't learn from the OGs of podcasting about paranormal or UFOs, where they just regurgitate the same shit over and over. Literally, I can't stand any other episodes regarding Roswell. I just can't do it. I can't. I don't care what you saw when you were on what drug and how you defined the new version of Roswell. I give two fucks about it. But that's what's happening. A lot of people are regurgitating a whole lot of shit and getting you absolutely nowhere. But if you want to listen to that, it's okay. Cover your kids' ears when you listen to this podcast, because I know your vibrator is probably running a little low. You need a little bit more excitement. That's why you're here. You know, probing is not just alien, it's human too, to be honest. I want to say happy birthday to Billy. I don't even know if he listens to the podcast anymore. Like, when Big O was around, he used to listen to the podcast. I don't know. But, I saw it was a birthday on Facebook. So what's up, Billy? Another shout out to Andres. I don't even know. I feel like Andres is out in Europe. But he said to me a few weeks ago, please give JWST a chance. They got great pictures. It looks great. It's beautiful. You can put it as your desktop wallpaper if you want. The new glimpse of the universe. I was like, fuck yeah. But I don't give two fucks about JWST until we see the real. I got articles that finally show the real of JWST. And if you don't know, that's James Webb Space Telescope. The first images were fantastic. They were beautiful. They were like literally the best desktop wallpapers I've ever seen. But like I said, when they first came out, I said, listen, I need to see real science behind this. And then I'll be all giddy about it. Like, I'll get my pocket protector out, my, nice protractors and my mechanical pencils, pull all them bitches out. Because then I feel good about JWST. And I'm feeling good about JWST. We'll talk about that in a little bit, to be honest, with you, of course. Now, the music selection today is I'm going to dedicate this to Game Vet. I know he doesn't like most of these songs, but I'm sure it keeps you awake when you're out there in the middle of the night trying to track down aliens, to be honest. Let me say what's up to the other Asgardians that are in the live chat right now. Dre. GameVid is there as well. What's up, GameVid? We're going to torture you on Saturday. Green Man, which you heard earlier in the podcast as part of the intro. Some of you don't even know that. He's a superstar. The Norm, who set off the Area 51 alarm. I mean, that dude doesn't play any fucking games. Okay, lastly, but surely, it's me, your host, Manny. Hopefully, by the end of September, we'll get out of this one episode a week thing, because things are heating up. Not in the way that I find pleasing, like it's without the Vaseline. But I guarantee you, stuff's going to get wicked in 2023. We're just working our way up to it. And, we might not even need a podcast about UFOs anymore in 2023 or 24. We might just go back to the fucking paranormal, to be honest. Why not? I was reaching out to Chris Garcia, but he didn't respond. One time he got hacked. Now, Chris Garcia was a psychic locally in San Antonio that we used for the Dark Horde podcast. I got a task for him that is utterly devilish. And it will mark the return of the Dark Horde podcast getting closer to All Hallows Eve. Just so that you guys know. So don't sleep on it. We're gonna, oh man, Chris is gonna be, I think he'll be tickled pink about it, but I don't know. I can't even get in freaking touch with the guy anymore thanks to hackers, new web pages, and all kind of shit. We're gonna find out. We're gonna get this together because, I mean, why not? Let's bring the dead back because they love us and we love them. Check out this track as we get ready for the first news article of today. 3, 2, 1. This is where the live chat is totally distracting because, you know, Dre says that this is the kind of music you play when someone's tickling your prostate. I'm okay with it. If this is what you play when you got the gloves on and your hands deep trying to reach my prostate, let's do it. Hot off the press, the headlines are saying that NASA... where's my beep sign? Oh, hold on.
Emotional damage.
Congress, not NASA. Congress admits UFOs not man-made, says threats increasing exponentially. Because you bitches just woke up, it's exponential now. Like literally, there's decades of people going out and reporting these UFOs, these abductions, these late night walks into the fucking forest. You know, again, let me just put this disclaimer out there. It's really important. Elon, don't you agree? For fuck's sake, if you see a strange light landing in the forest, do not get out of your fucking car to go out and get probed for hours on end to then be returned to your vehicle like no shit ever happened. Because Congress is not going to believe you anyway. They don't give two fucks. I'm just saying, that's a PSA. You take it for what it is. Apparently, in the Intelligence Authorization Act fiscal year 2023, for you guys who don't understand, that's next year, Congress has put in some verbiage that kind of acknowledges the idea that maybe UFOs may not be man-made. It is possible that we are reading way between in the lines, so far in the between the lines, that it doesn't even fucking exist. Okay? There is one thing that they put in there. It's called cross-domain transmedium threats. Yeah. I'm sorry. It is Thursday. It is not Wednesday. So I've kind of had a little bit of time to think about this, right? I want to know who the fuck. I dropped the F-bomb. Sorry, children. Who came up with this transmedium, I don't know, title or tag or label? Because it's a problem, right? But the thing is, truly it is a problem. You know, if you run a government and your military is saying, hey, boss, like literally the other day, I was flying around and stuff, and this Tic Tac UFO came out from the water, and it flew right past me into space. Like, what do I do with that? It's a problem. And to be honest, thankfully, they finally decided to recognize that there's no reason for there be transmedium ships or drones or whatever the fuck it is within your sovereign skies, waters, and whatever the fuck else it's going. Because we know once it goes into space, you're shit out of luck. Nobody fucking owns space. You could say that the air above your country is a sovereign sky, right? But once it goes into space, you're shit out of luck. So according to this, cross-domain is what they call the domain. What they got, .org and .com and .fuck you. Cross-domain transmedium threats to the United States national security are expanding exponentially. The second thing they wanted to call out in this so-called Intelligence Authorization Act for 2023 is that they may or not be of human origin. It's important, right? Because for the most part, every study that had to do with aliens and UFOs, well, not alien, let's walk that back. That had to do with UFOs in the past, you know, Blue Book or whatever the fuck you want to call it, because there have been plenty of them. They never really said, it's ET. They've never really acknowledged the fact that these could be of alien origin. But what Congress seems to be saying here is that between UFOs that are human in origin and those that are not, temporary, non-attributed objects, or those that are positively identified as man-made after analysis will be passed to appropriate offices and should not be considered under the definition of unidentified aerospace undersea phenomena. In other words, if you bitches can really tell that it is what they call our near peers, Russia, China. They don't classify it as a UFO, dumbass. Because you know the truth. Let's go back to the, 2 years ago when we had the first Travis Taylor report on UAPs that said, 142 out of 143 were unidentified, and only one was identified as a balloon. What the fuck does that mean now, Travis Taylor, doctor? Does that mean that now we have 142 aliens out there that we missed the boat on? This is the problem when they silo these reports and these the analysis of ufology to things that only the military is reporting currently. They're not going back. They're not researching anything else to give two fucks about it, because right now is when the credible people are reporting UFOs, for fuck's sake. I mean, I don't know. I think they're really screwing this up in so many ways. The Pentagon in July also announced that they're opening an all-domain anomaly. Forgive me. The whiskey is strong today. All-domain anomaly resolution office, or ARO, to investigate these threats which are unidentified. I just took 5 minutes of the podcast just to fucking say that. The bill would reclassify unidentified aerial phenomena, the government term for UFOs, as unidentified aerospace undersea phenomena, and rename the Pentagon's office in line with the designation. The red tape is so deep. Like, you guys have no idea who the fuck the FOIA now. No one's going to give you answers because you have no idea who's handling what. Hopefully this bill comes with an org chart where you can like figure out which bitch am I going to fucking send a FOIA request to. Somebody is following this shit. I guarantee you. Somebody is keeping tracks of this, because like if I were to submit a FOIA request today, I'd get no fucking answers. I'd probably reach the wrong person. The person I probably reach is probably, at the Defense Department, who handles the janitorial services on the 25th floor below sea level. And they'll send that shit back. It's like, we've never seen this kind of info. It's getting deep. The bureaucracy is out of control. And while they're mentioning things, they give you the idea that they're playing around, or considering the idea that it could be out of this world UFOs or drones. Not a single way that these things are structured is going to help you get to the truth. It'll be years before you figure out how the fuck do you FOIA someone to get information. Because the red tape is all over this. And they're going to continue to create office after office after office after office. There's going to be a United States, probe association or probe government of International Vaseline Office. You have no idea. How do I get to that office to FOIA it? How many different people does it have to go through to get the information for the probing Vaseline office? I have no idea. It's complicated, and it's getting more and more complicated as the months go by. And the thing is, it's not even years. Literally months. They're complicating this shit every fucking month to throw you off. I mean, don't listen to me. Look at the article that's linked in the description. Check this out.
Sacred words inside us, filling yes worlds and thunderbolts. mediocre, find new ways to overdrive. You can find me out there. Look for that circling square. Can you see me? I'm right here. I'm right here. Little too soon, bound to the moon, mystery veils and shadow work. Sad old dreams, new mediocre, still in search of yellow ochre. I'm right here. Well, you can find me out there. Look for that circling square. Can you see me? I'm right here. Take a breath in, sigh out, shoulders down, see you there. Can you see me? Huh. Can you see me? Huh. I'm right here. I'm right here. Can you see me? See me? Catch the moment, young believer. Which sound is better when you greet me? When you greet me, I'm gonna be standing right here. Wounds unravel, forever sing again. Skeletons are now our friends. You can find me out there. Look for that circling square. Can you see me? I'm right here. Take a breath in, sigh out, with shoulders down, I'll see you there. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? I'm right here. Can you see me? Can you see me? Oh, I'm right here. I'm right here. Early in the morning when you see me come down, how will you greet me?
Weightlessness. Oh, Jesus.
Carmeline.
No, description can equal this greatness.
This is nuts!
Oh my God.
This is nuts.
Oh wow. Oh, I'm telling you.
Holy hell.
Oh my goodness me. Oh wow. I can't believe this.
Emotional damage.
Every time I play that, I see Captain Kirk just, trying to back that ass up on Uhura. And, I don't know. R.I.P. Uhura. Sorry. But that's just what I see. Just blame just fucking Bezos for recording that craziness. A town in Kansas says that they're the UFO capital of Kansas. Not the world, just fucking Kansas. That's not a bad claim to have, honestly. Like, if you live in a little shitty, whatever it is, little shitty town, and you want to be the UFO capital of that state, you're good. No complaints here. You do it. Geneseo in Rice County in Kansas had a population of 200. And they have a sign at the entrance of their city museum saying, hey, all kinds of visitors welcome, including spaceships. Now, what you thinking? Why? Why would they do that? Apparently, there was a chiropractor by the name of Elmer Jansen who kind of opened up an exhibit at this particular museum. There was a mix of Orson Welles, War of the Worlds type situation and episodes of Lost in Space, My Favorite Martian. First of all, I don't even know how they let him do this, but, with a population of 200, who gives two fucks about it, right? Everybody knows everybody. They're probably all related. Sorry, Kansas, that I said that. But that's the way it is. Now, Jansen, the chiropractor, died in 1977. He donated his house and the collection to the city of Geneseo. And so, the museum has made it a focus to help tell the story of Jansen. It's only 200 fucking people. I mean, they don't give two fucks about it. According to Jim Gray, who's the president of the Geneseo City Museum, he says we call him Doc Jansen, and he was very interested in everything Geneseo, but he collected all kinds of, early histories. But he was also a minister, and he had a belief the future could be seen through scriptures. I mean, that alone would send UFO people running for the fucking hills. To be honest, they don't like mixing religion and aliens. Have you noticed that? Let's be honest. Let's stop for a second. Pause the podcast. Go to the shitter at work. Take your 20-minute unscheduled break. And I want you to sit there as people come in and out of the shitter. Taking their unscheduled breaks and sharing your moment. But for a fact that people in ufology, you're either for a God or you're for the Big Bang, which as of late, the Big Bang has come into question whether or not it even fucking happened. But think about that. Folks that believe in a God usually do not believe in aliens. And as a matter of fact, they'll go as far as say that aliens and UFO are part of the grand deception perpetrated by the devil himself to get you away from God. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. I guarantee you I'll be here next week because I'm not lying, because it's true. You guys will see that. Just go out to your favorite fake podcast and they will tell you that, to be honest. So, over the histories, he collected a bunch of things, and he was a Christian. But he was also very much involved in the idea that alien visitation to our planet could be a fact. It could be a real thing. According to Mr. Gray, Jim Gray, the whole thing begins for these guys with a atomic explosion in Japan. And then they claimed that they were being visited by these aliens because they wanted to warn us to stop fucking around with atomic energy. And popping things around the planet. I promise you, historically, if that really happened, we gave no fucks about it. We literally loaded up our fake penises with Vaseline and stuck it to those aliens that we're talking about. Don't fuck up the planet, because we are fucking it up every day, exponentially. That's happening exponentially, to be honest. So take this Vas to your planet. Because of this one chiropractor in this town of 200, and his belief in aliens, and his exhibition, the town of Geneseo says we should be the UFO capital of Kansas. To be honest, what the fuck is? Well, what else is in Kansas? I don't know. Like, I would think that somewhere in Kansas City is going to grab onto the paranormal. It's going to grab onto UFOs. It's going to grab onto strippers in order to make themselves the number one city to go to in Kansas. Cat mutilation is another one. You got to have a title. You got to have something that beats everybody else in Kansas, because I don't know what the fuck else happens in Kansas besides what they're talking about here. If you're in Kansas, the whiskey is strong as this one. If you're in Kansas, hey, check it out. Go over to the Geneseo City Museum and check out what Jansen was talking about. The other thing is that they're looking to eventually, possibly, maybe, have an event on World UFO Day because they feel they have evidence to show that ET is real. I don't know. You make the call. If you're in Kansas, let me know if you are down with making this particular town the number one town and city in Kansas for UFOs. And would you even show up on your UFO World Day in July? Would you give two fucks? Or would you rather go to Roswell? I mean, it's a real question. You tell me. Check out the link in the description. The link itself, the article, tells you a little bit more about Jansen, the chiropractor, and what he had in his exhibit. But again, 200 people, come on, for fuck's sake. I could do anything with 200 people, to be honest. I could have a Feed Your Baby Day and, have a whole museum about how the babies get the breast milk or they get the Similac and what happens to them in about 20 years. 3 eyeballs, 5 legs, or completely malnourished. I don't know. You make the call. But check out the link in the description to find more about Kansas, this particular city, and what they possibly could contribute to ufology. Check that out.
No. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dime. Searches of her mind to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling fast. They'll put you down and leave you dead, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the ugly truth. How they coming for you. Yeah, no. Don't you think them scared. Yeah, that's the ugly truth. How they coming for you. Yeah, Wow, is very nice.
I hate articles that refer to net citizens. This one does. Shocking video. Did this pilot grab a glimpse of UFOs? Are aliens and UFOs real? Watch here. There's a link in the description to the actual video. It was posted on Twitter along with the article itself. So you can find it either way. And to give you a bonus, it's a three-peat, kind of like the Bulls. Chicago, that is. If you look into the image that's uploaded for this particular episode, it is the image of the video that you can play in the article or on Twitter. This was caught at, 40,000, 30,000 fucking feet? I don't know. 40,000 feet flying over the Pacific. I feel like this is a regurgitation of an old report of UFOs. I don't know. But, the only reason I brought it up, to be honest, because, folks on the internet, like net citizens, they come up with their own theories, and for some reason, for fuck's sake, people need to publish this. One of the things that they said about that image that you're looking at, because I know you looked at it, come on, don't play, is that maybe what we're seeing is a reflection of, the cockpit. No pun intended. There's no cocks in that. Literally. It's just lights. And the thing is that it doesn't look like any cockpit I've ever seen in my lifetime. So I don't think that's a reflection of cockpits. And, the other thing is flares. Is it a bunch of flares being dropped? But where the fuck is the plane that dropped the damn flares? Because this is above the clouds. It's not like someone sitting in the middle of Phoenix during that day of the Phoenix lights, seeing it from, Mother Earth, looking up, and thinking that it's alien when it could be a bunch of fancy ass fucking flares. No, this is being seen from above the clouds at 40,000 feet. So what the fuck is it? The other reason I really brought this up, you guys can look at the article and check out what this individual said and look at the video because it's important to the discussion. But why the fuck? I'm trying to relax right now. I got a lot of whiskey in me. Why is it that we have these reports from pilots who take the time to take out their cameras, their phones, take a video, take a picture, whatever it is, that no one in the fucking plane corroborates it? There never is someone on the plane that says, oh yeah, I saw this, and I talked to the stewardess, and she ran into the cockpit, took a little bit too long in there, but she came back all flustered. And she agreed that the pilot had seen the same UFO I did. Or vice versa. The pilot runs out into the passenger area and say, hey, did you see what I saw? Like all nervous and sweaty, scaring the fuck out of all the passengers. But just to validate the fact that he saw a UFO. It never happens. You never hear both sides. So you hear all these stories about pilots reaching out to air traffic control. Hey, anybody up here? Did you guys see anybody else on the? More often than not, air traffic control says no. We don't see anybody. We don't see no bogies. Blah, 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 blah. And the pilot's like, oh, okay, but there is a craft, XYZ, so many miles wide, flying right next to me, and it looked right at me, winked at me, showed me a cover of Playboy from the 70s, and took off. But you never hear nobody who's on the damn plane actually corroborate what the fuck the pilot said. This is one of those stories. You would think, I'll be honest, I love riding on the window seat. I'm always looking out. I don't give a fuck who I'm flying with or who I'm not. I will not pay attention to your ass. I don't care if I know you. My eyes are to the sky. And I literally, unless the price is too fucking much, I will sit by the window to look out the window. I'm telling you, I'm not the only fucking one. There's people out there who believe in sitting in the window seat. Are you telling me that no one on this fucking flight at 40,000 feet saw the same shit the pilot saw? Look at that image. Are you literally telling me no one on the plane saw that thing that could corroborate what the fuck this pilot saw? That's my problem with pilots reporting stuff, because apparently no one on the fucking plane is awake ever when this happens. That's my issue with it. I'm sticking by it, because I guarantee you, if I'm on a plane and I got a window seat, I am looking to the sky. I actually recorded a lot of sky footage while I've been flying on different airlines, because I've seen some stuff that looks a little weird. But for fuck's sake, if you look at the image for this particular episode, that's beyond weird. If you look at the video, it's like, what the fuck? No one on this plane actually saw it? Is this a cargo plane? Or the only illegals stuck in a cargo hold? Because, I mean, if you're like sneaking into the country, you don't give no fucks. You're not going to look out the window. But if this is the passenger plane, come on. Why isn't nobody else reported this? Somebody answer that. That's my issue with these reports. But I leave it to you to look in the description, check out the video, go to Twitter's, see what was posted that drove net citizens crazy, and then you tell me what's really going on. I don't fucking get it. You know, I think a lot of more people should have reported this. But apparently no one else on the damn plane was awake. Pretty strange. Check this out.
Wait a second, don't you know You're always on my mind. All the time. You're always on my mind. All the time. Don't you know? On my mind. Always on my mind. All the time.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true and international effort to pressure.
Andres, we are here. Thank you to James Webb Telescope for finding some shit. Like I don't want to see pretty pictures of the universe that mean dick to me. Literally, there is nothing about the universe getting close to the Big Bang that means, and unless the Big Bang translates into today a Big Bang, I don't know. It means zero, zilch, nada to me. Andres was like, hey, on Instagram, hey, come on, man, you got to look at this. Actually, I think it's from Europe, but I'm not really sure. Yo, man. But I'll give him like a drug dealer accent from Cuba. Yo, man, what you think? Look at my little friend. Apparently, carbon dioxide was detected around an alien world for the very first effing time. If you're an alien looking at Mother Earth, you're going to see a shitload of carbon dioxide because that's what we breathe out. In between your biscuit breath, your cigarette breath, there's carbon dioxide that the plants take in. You know, it's this wonderful, beautiful circle of life, right? We breathe out carbon dioxide. We take in oxygen. We breathe out carbon dioxide. The plants fucking love it. So they breathe it in and they shoot out oxygen. So fucking simple. Like, who thought about this? It's fucking amazing. So James Webb detected carbon dioxide in the atmosphere of a Saturn-sized planet 700 light years away. Not 3.2 billion. Not 704,000 gajillions. No, it's 700 light years. Now, for fuck's sake, that is no easy stretch of the imagination. Like if someone at NASA, picked himself up by their big girl panties and decided, I'm going to send this damn planet a message. You won't fucking get a reply. If this carbon dioxide means there's like smart ass fucking aliens there, they're breathing out what we breathe out, you're not going to get a response for another almost 1,500 fucking years. There'll be no fucking planet. NASA, can we get this bitch a little closer? Literally, finding this should be followed by the words, abandoning all you fucking hope. Why? It's still, even at 700 light years away, is too damn far. It really is. But, God bless the NASA space program when it comes to James Webb, because finally we got carbon dioxide in the atmosphere of some fucking planet. Finally. We're not sniffing to farts on Mars, which, still we don't believe there's anything there. But carbon dioxide, the same shit we breathe out along with your coffee breath, your gas-licking breath. There's carbon dioxide in there after you've been licking that bungalow. There it is. According to Niku Matashutata from the University of Cambridge, Webb is ushering a new era of atmospheric science of exoplanets. Well, thank you, James Webb Telescope. I appreciate it. I butchered whoever the fuck that was out of the University of Cambridge, but Niku is good. You can figure that shit out. I'm sure you went to the website and searched for Niku, you'd find one fucking person. Or 50. According to Niku, the telescope is sensitive to infrared wavelengths of light that are mostly blocked by Earth's atmosphere. So, God bless America. We sent that bitch onto the middle of nowhere to get hit by micrometeorites, but it can see some real crazy stuff out in space. So, yeah. Whoever had that idea to send this shit out in the middle of nowhere where it cannot be fixed, thank you. I totally appreciate that shit. Because now we know that there's other planets out there with carbon dioxide. The same breath you breathe out that smells like... I don't even want to say. I'm going to leave that a blank for you. And you guys figure out what your breath smells like after what the fuck you did the day before. Hashtag it. The good thing is that, again, these are carbon dioxide readings. 700 light years is within our own Milky Way. It's not at the center of the universe. It's not maybe 2 clicks to the right and 4 clicks to the back from the center of the universe. It is in our own galaxy, which is important, right? Because you would figure the edge of our galaxy, what is it, like 4, 5, 6 billion years old? Our planet, like a little bit over 3 billion years old. That there'd be some smart motherfuckers in there somewhere in the Milky Way galaxy. And some of them they'd be breathing the oxygen and spitting out some carbon dioxide madness. It would make sense for us to finally focus in our own damn galaxy rather than looking, 50 billion galaxies to the north, trying to figure out what the fuck happened at the Big Bang, which right now they're not even sure it really happened the way it did. So, fuck it all. It is what it is. James Webb Telescope, thank you. Andres, you are right. We may get some real information from this latest waste of money when it comes to the government. And all of this is possible because of how far the James Webb Telescope is from our atmosphere. A lot of shits get being blocked, because farts, Starlink satellites. I mean, that's a big one. I'll be honest. In the next 10 years, people are going to try to hang not James Webb, but Elon Musk for all these fucked up satellites that are blocking astronomy and ground-based telescopes because of these satellites. But how else would you get Pornhub right into your brain? There's a trade-off here somewhere. There's a trade-off. There's a quote here by Laura Kreidenberg, who is the Max Planck Institute of Astronomy, says, with the Webb finding, important chemicals will be the norm rather than the exception. And then Nikki says that he predicts, Nikki, I guess it's he, when Webb starts studying the cooler planets closer in size to our Earth, there will be some real surprises, perhaps some gases that could indicate whether the planet is amenable to life. And it could be a whole zoo of chemicals that could be found on one of these planets once James Webb gets attuned to these particular planets. As I said, we're going to find a lot of shit, to be honest, because we know dick. That's about all we know, with or without the vase. That's all we know about the universe, and the universe really takes a backstage to our own Milky Way. We know nothing about it. Maybe we will get answers from our own fucking Milky Way. which indeed, it's so damn vast that you're not going to get an answer really quickly from anyone, alien technology or not, in the Milky Way in a lifetime. It's going to take a while. Unless we figure out faster than light communication or an alien civilization has already made it to the planet and decided that without the Vaseline is the best way to get the answers you need. Hashtag true story. Write it down. Check this out.
Thought I met you at the wrong time. Then you caught me on that one night. Girl, I wanna know how this thing get out of my control. Zip line into your timeline. Hey, that body don't lie. I didn't care for the hype, yeah. But when I saw you tonight, ooh, girl, you know just what you're doing. I'll go 1,000 miles to show you that I'm right for your love. Hey, keep breaking necks when you passing them by. Make sure they know that you taking love in your vibe. Let's be forever tonight, and I will let you make up your mind. But I can't wait. Where you coming over? Let me be your chauffeur, baby. I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur. Can't recall when you came through that door, yeah. Glowing like a headlight, independent all the way, got her bread right, yeah. Hard to ignore, sexy body make a jaw hit the floor. Won't you come over now? Just let me hold you down. Nothing else matching your type, nothing else matching your type, yeah. Oh, I feel the magic in the air. And when you give me a taste, I swear. When you give me a taste, let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur. I will let you make up your mind, but I can't wait. When you coming over, let me be your chauffeur, baby. I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur.
That last track was I Will Drive You Like a Chauffeur. Lock all the doors, lock all the windows, and you mine. Anyway, possible alien water world discovered 100 light years from Earth. All the discoveries are finally getting closer. I'm proud of that. I really feel like we're finally making some fucking progress. Like, I don't want to hear about shit 14.5 billion light years away. No. I mean, we 14 billion light years. We're not even going to have a fucking planet, to be honest. But that's the way it is. Stop thinking about how far we're going to get, how far we're going to, go in order to figure out the Big Bang in your booty hole. No. We need to forget about that. We're humanity. We're tiny. We're small. We're insignificant in the universe. We need to figure out who the fuck is near us. Who the fuck is it that's taking our cattle? Who's going around probing people in the middle of the fucking woods? Figure that shit out first. Then go off into the fucking center of the universe. Possible alien water world discovered 100 light years away. A team of international scientists led by the University of Montreal, they announced that they found a possible alien water world that basically is relatively close. Relatively close in astronomical terms is basically you're fucked. You'll never hear the answer today. Literally, let's think about it. If someone who was, 30 years old today, right? They literally would be dead before they even got the answer. Like, as a 30-year-old today, fuck it, just be a fucking 20-year-old. Fresh out of college, you got your bachelor's, you're a fucking smart-ass motherfucker. And you made it all the way to your PhD at the age of 20. 100 light years away. That means you send it at 20, you'll be 120 before these people get the message. So literally, you'll be dead, because if you live in the United States, your lifespan is what, in the low 70s? I mean, you'll be dead as fuck. You literally will have to write this shit up for someone else at the university to get the message. So after you've been dead like 30 fucking years, right? Another 100 years passes, and some trick-ass SpaceX tuned into Pornhub through their gray matter student is going to get the message saying, hey, glad you reached out to me. What do you want? For fuck's sake. Communication with that's my New York kicking in, with alien civilizations, their distance is measured in light years, is 4.2 far useless. Give me some strange ass fucking planet that literally is like 35 years fucking away. Really, give me something that's closer. 40 years away, I take that. Yeah, whoever responds, they probably will not be alive unless they got the signal early on. But fuck it. It's way better than waiting 200 light years for a back and forth message. How many? That's like 3 freaking generations. No one gives a fuck what the first generation did. Just look at your kids. They'll tell you. TO1452b is potentially considered to be a massive water world with bottomless oceans covering the entire surface. What? I'd like to go there for a swim, bitches. But it's not going to happen. It's too fucking far away. According to the University of Montreal, which had a press release August 24th, its radius and mass suggests a much lower density than one would expect for a planet that is basically made up of metal and rock like the planet Earth. So there's still mysteries to this. But the fact that they're able to, identify water, shocking as fuck. But what really is shocking is how close it is. Not measured in millions or billions or thousands. Maybe, just maybe, James Webb can show us stars and planets way closer than what we think. Maybe we've missed an entire section of our visible sky that is much closer and could possibly have whatever the fuck is abducting people, whatever the fuck is mutilating people in it. We'll see. We'll see what James Webb pulls out of its derriere when we get to this. One more article is about my best friend in the whole world, Elon Musk, and some shit that's going down with him and SpaceX and T-Mobile. Fuck T-Mobile. Fuck my life.
Wait up just a minute now.
this is where I see like unfair stuff going on, right? So Elon Musk, what's up, buddy? Welcome back to the podcast. Elon Musk is joining forces, SpaceX and T-Mobile, to connect mobile phones to satellites to boost cell phone coverage. I'm not going to hate. T-Mobile needs that shit. I'll be honest. About personal experience, I'm going to share with you. Some of you who have T-Mobile, you may or may not agree with this. But about 6-7 years ago, I was like, fuck. Verizon charges too much goddamn money. Too much money. Let me go to T-Mobile. I went to T-Mobile. I said, hey, I need the same coverage, as Verizon. But what I really need is for you guys not to charge me for fucking internet. Because, I'm a social media whore. So I need bandwidth. And they're like, yeah, we could hook you up, player. You drop them betches, known as Verizon, and join the T-Mobile Hot Pink clan. It will hook you up. In a matter of 3 hours, I had 6 dropped phone calls. I canceled that shit. I was not moving to T-Mobile. I stayed with Verizon. Fuck the higher prices. I'm good. I can't be missing phone calls. So now Elon and Starlink are going to hook up with T-Mobile. And they're going to extend T-Mobile's reach. For fuck's sake, thank goodness, America. What the fuck? How can you run a cell phone company and freaking drop calls like that? I mean, Elon Musk just saved fucking T-Mobile on so many levels. The only thing that I fear is that Verizon is going to go to the Ninja Turtle, Jeff Bezos, and his fucked up shorty phallus, and try to get in on that and try to say, hey, we're with Verizon. We got the big bald heads, and we're going to make it happen. Now, as you know, OneWeb is Verizon's space constellation of satellites, which complains like a pansy about unfair competition, of how, the government should not be approving SpaceX and the Starlink launches because it's blocking the sun, the stars. Don't hate, appreciate. Be part of the problem, because you are eventually OneWeb and Amazon and Jeff Bezos, the Ninja Turtle that was never appreciated. You will eventually be up there blocking us from the solar system and the universe with your own shitty-ass satellites. As a matter of fact, you probably gimmick infringe and make sure that your satellites mimic what SpaceX is having to improve upon. Because that's the way it works, Baldy. You know this. So I could see OneWeb and Amazon and old Baldy jump on the bandwagon trying to bring up another cell phone company to extend their reach. Fucking T-Mobile needs it. I'm going to be honest. You guys who have T-Mobile right now, you could say, no, that's not the case. No, it fucking really is. I am evidence of that the hot pink company needs to change their color or do some shit because their coverage fucking sucks. And here comes SpaceX. And hopefully it fixes that. And then I can go move over and take advantage of their cheapo prices. Right now, an estimated nearly 3,000 Starlink satellites have launched into space, which will help T-Mobile and this support from Starlink to finally get T-Mobile where the fuck it needs to be. Listen, if that happens, I'll move over. But I feel like other cell phone carriers are going to jump on the bandwagon. And it might not be with Starlink, but, they'll get into some other agreements. What I want to really see is not these cell phone agreements. I just want to see the fucking phallus fly. That's all I'm worried about. That's all I want to see. I want to see the fully stacked phallus fly out of Boca Chica. And to our amazement, make it happen. As a reminder, here's my PSA. At the end of the month, the window for the Artemis mission opens up. All things being equal, NASA's Artemis will be the first one to take off to go around the moon, followed by SpaceX, dumping their super gigantic phallus in the ocean somewhere. And then the space race is on. Fuck terrestrial mobile services. We're going to space, bitches. That's what you got to keep in mind. Keep an ear and an eye out on, especially on YouTube, for the Artemis mission. They are posting a lot of videos of tests, and so is SpaceX. A lot of tests going on in Boca Chica, Texas, with the Starship, along with the booster rocket. They're doing a lot of testing. They're getting ready. Shit's going to go down. Don't miss it. Because you are what they call on the precipice of a space race like we've never seen before. Your grandchildren will be part of it in some way or another. Keep that in mind. It's a real shit. I thank you guys for listening. Sorry we're a day late. But I'm hoping that in October, after September ends, we're going to hit the ground running. We'll have the Dark Horde back up and running as well. We're going to cover everything. Because eventually, all of these things, the paranormal, UFOs, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, they will all come together into the clearest picture we could ever see. Dead or alive. You'll notice this. Time for me to get back in my bag, like this.
I'm back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO. Down back in my bag and I gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, and she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood like she Karen Civil when she keep on turning head. Cause when she walk that thing, jiggle, jiggle.
And we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back flow, we back again so highly. This that back in my back flow, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back flow, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my back flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this is my, back in my bag flow.
Back again, yeah, we keep on stacking it, what's happening? Everything in Gucci got me feeling like I'm dapper then. Life has been a movie, yeah, so shout out to the cameraman. Pull up to the scene, it's going down like an avalanche.
Steady going up like a travel plan. Homer Simpson face, lucky power plant. Yeah, I'm off that dope, like I'm back again to Vizzy. At the Millies, out on Club Hearst. Give the word if it's a city, Lord forgive me. Still having motion, dog, so why would I slow it? Make it rain on them, bust a band, then you throw it. We was steady having it, even at our lowest. High speed road runner, keep my motor going.
Hey, hey, people feel away, but they don't show it. Gotta watch the people that surround you, that you grow it. They be coming around you with some plans to steal your moment. Soon as I bust a nut, she be like, baby, where you going? Never slowing down, it's enough to go around. Yeah, you probably knew it's then, but really you don't know it's now. Niggas love to show and tell, but all my niggas know me well. It was either chase a dream or go to jail, but none of us ain't going.
And we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back flow, we back again so highly. This that back in my back flow, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back flow, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my back flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this is my, back in my bag flow,
Yeah, not for real. Double I. Do it, die, you already know. Don't try. This at home, cause none of y'all really fucking with us.
The beginning of the end, and the start of a new beginning.
find yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will be free to live a life